Hello, folks, and welcome to a new We Are VR variety review.
Okay, folks,
Today on the
new
show,
episode.
Today on the show, we are doing a special here. I believe we've had one of these before for a Halo video game special, but today is the Liam Neeson special on variety review.
Okay, this is obviously leading up to our review of The Grey. His new film just came out last night. So we have a couple of films here that we're gonna his four most recent films that we're gonna kind of do a tiny bit of each review on each, very short review, and then do a full review of The Grey.
In order from oldest to newest with his most recent films.
Yeah, his four most recent. All right, first one is Taken, the blockbuster from January 2009, so 2 years ago. Taken, great movie. This really started his action hero persona, his action hero, what he is today, and it is a great movie. That was one of my favorites of 2009.
Yeah,
it was great. Everybody loved that film. Taken really was his huge start-off film. Even though he had been in a ton of films before that, this is a film that really made people notice him.
Yeah.
Great
film. I just love the film as well. This is not Blu-ray, but we will eventually get it on Blu-ray.
The 2-disc DVD special edition.
This came out when we were not getting Blu-ray yet, and Blu-rays were still very expensive, folks.
Yeah.
But that doesn't have anything to do with it. Taken is an excellent movie. I would give it a 10 out of 10, and it's definitely, I think, probably his best film of all time. Sorry, that's just in my opinion. It was awesome.
Next film we have is a blockbuster film which came out April 2010. And it is Clash of the Titans, the film where he played Zeus. Blu-ray 3D version, newer version of this. And
we do have the DVD version.
And he made an appearance as Zeus in this. He was Perseus' father, and it was a great role for Liam Neeson to take on. He really did good in it, even though he didn't have too much action. He really did well for the movie, and it made the movie have some higher star credibility. Liam Neeson he did great as the Zeus character.
Yep, I thought he was Thought he was the perfect role for Zeus.
Yeah.
I know Immortals, that movie chose younger gods, but I thought he did great as Zeus, and now hopefully in the second one coming out, he has a bit more time in the movie. Hopefully he has some action scenes or just shows his Zeus's power. That would be awesome. I would give Clash of the Titans probably 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
And I think Wrath of the Titans looks even better. I'll hold this up. Next one
is from the director of The Grey.
Yeah, man, this was an old TV series.
Which is obviously
Joe Carnahan made into a film. Blockbuster. Well, I don't want to consider this a
film. The A-Team. This came out June 2010.
The A-Team. 76 million at the U.S. box office.
That has nothing to do with 77 million.
Don't think it's.
I was 77 million.
I was very disappointed that the Karate Kid beat this out opening weekend. But this is Liam Neeson, as you can see right there.
We don't need to talk about that. This is Liam Neeson.
As you can see, Liam Neeson right there. He looks awesome on that cover.
Okay.
He plays the leader, obviously, of the A-Team in this. He did a fantastic job in this. Enjoyed it thoroughly. Very high octane action movie here. I would give the A-Team a 9 out of 10.
Very fun action movie. And he did great as Hannibal, the leader of the A-Team.
Yeah.
Very enjoyable performance from him, and you got to see him more of what he did in Taken, which is beat people up.
And just a very good cast as him as the leader as well.
And he was very good in the A-Team.
Okay, and our last is most recent since The Grey. Unknown, Liam Neeson. We both saw this in theaters, starring Liam Neeson,
February 2011.
January Jones, Diane Kruger, and Frank Langella. Also Aidan Quinn, but I thought Liam did another fantastic performance in this. Not as much action as Taken, but that's not what this film was meant to be. This was meant. I thought he did a great job in this. and I thought this was a very very well done movie. It kept me very interested, and there is a very unique twist at the end, which I won't tell that, but you've
Yeah.
probably seen this. But it makes your view on him a whole lot different by the end of the movie. But there is some great action scenes with him, some great hand-to-hand combat, and you can tell he really trained for that. Very, just a great movie.
Fuck are you? I enjoy the fuck are you talking about?
Well, it's a well-made film.
I enjoyed Unknown as well. Very good. Not yeah.
The
My
only one
personal
thing I
opinion,
had,
very good. I
the
love
only
it.
one complaint I had about this was that car crash scene, where the car just looked a bit too heavily CGI. But otherwise, that I thought it
What
was
are
an
you talking
excellent film. Okay, and
Oh
now
man. Okay,
That's-
and now his
and
most
that's in
recent
order?
film.
that's in order right there, from oldest to newest.
His most recent film, The Gray.
Yeah.
And The Gray.
Yeah. We
you
just
you
went
all
to-
know the story, but The Gray is a great movie. He gives his best performance to date, in my opinion. Liam Neeson is great in this movie. Carries the whole film, and the whole other cast does an excellent job as well. The acting is superb in this film. The cinematography, the effects of the wolves are actually pretty well done for a $20 million movie. That is all they spent on this movie. $20 million, and for that, it turned out great. It is a masterpiece for a $20 million movie. So, all the people expecting a bunch like a fast-paced action movie beating wolves up every second. It's not what this film is about. And people who just hate the film after they see it just because it's not what they expected is just wrong. They just don't have any patience with movies. But The Gray The Gray is a masterpiece. So it is a masterpiece, and Liam Neeson does great.
Yeah.
Overall, and as I said before, Joe Carnahan, from the director of the A-Team, does great. To just go from the A-Team to this film is great. And a lot of morality kind of issues in this film, psychological discussions in this, and it really has a good backstory on his wife, and it doesn't reveal it until the very end what the whole deal is with that, but all the flashbacks leading up to his wife, leading up to the end of the final flashback is very touching, and it just adds to Liam Neeson's character and what he's going through. So, and this can also relate to his real life, where he recently lost his real life wife,
Natasha Richardson.
Yeah, so that was very unfortunate. So he probably channels some of that emotions into this role, and I think it's his best role ever and his best performance ever. And overall, The Gray is a great film. Some great action scenes, but overall a great film, and a great film to start off January 2012. Overall, a 10 out of 10, a masterpiece.
Okay, my thoughts and opinions on it. I loved Liam Neeson in this role. I love the locations they filmed at. Just very awesome to look at. And I love Joe Carnahan, the director of this, Narc, A-Team. I think this is his best film to date. Great actors in this. Liam Neeson did the best part. He had the main role in this, but also the guy from Warrior. Not sure what his name is. He did an excellent job in this, playing the tough guy. And the Wolves CGI effects were very good. I was not disappointed with them.
Yeah, as I said again, for $20 million.
I was not disappointed with the effects at all. I think they did a great job making them look as real as possible. Sometimes I did not know they were. I did not realize they were fake. Thought they were real, folks. And the attack scenes where the wolves attacked the humans, picked them off one by one. They were as bloody and as brutal as I wanted them to be, and I enjoyed every second of that. And the ending is great. Not gonna spoil that for you, but I will warn you. Well, tell you about there is an ending scene. There's an end scene at the very end of the credits. So stay there for that at the theater.
Not too big of a scene, but it is.
We're not gonna spoil
adds
that.
to the film.
Stay there for that. Stay there for that at the end of the theater, or at the end of the movie, and I would just give this a 10 out of 10 because it's a very excellent movie, and just very very well made. Joe Carnahan is becoming, I think, one of the best directors in Hollywood now. He recently had the A-Team, which I thought was excellent, and now this is even better. Kept me on the edge of my seat throughout the film, and it takes its time. Does not have a it is not action packed from beginning to end, but that I like that. I thought they took their time very well. I was not bored throughout the whole thing at all. And I would give this film, like I said, a 10 out of 10. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Probably my favorite film of 2012 so far, folks.
Yeah.
And there has been a lot of good ones that have come out already.
And I don't know if I said psychological but psychological discussions in this film. Philosophical.
Yeah.
Philosophical discussions in this
film.
film.
Deals some atheism, faith has to do with this.
So it's the trailers are somewhat...
They are accurate?
They're accurate, but also as well somewhat misleading, but the marketing is... I'd say the marketing was pretty solid for this film, and for the most part, it is a good representation of the film, but just not a full representation. But
yeah, and I think Joe Carnahan, the director, is going to bring this back for next year's Oscars.
Yeah, but
because Liam Neeson, I do think deserves an Oscar nomination, and I think he could get the win.
But
the
overall,
best actor.
The Grey, very good start to 2012, and 2012 so far has been very good with movies so far. January been a good month for movies, in my opinion, and The Grey, the last week of January, what a great way to end January and on into February. So
yep, and be on the lookout, folks, for our Underworld Awakening review.
Yep.
We have that coming up. We might do that with a double feature with Contraband.
Yeah.
Those two films right there will get up soon.
Yeah.
But I just wanted to do that special Liam Neeson.
And that is it for
becoming one of the most popular and best actors of the 21st century of the year of the decade, folks. Decade, folks, and we will. That is it for this episode. And until next time, we'll see you on another VR Variety Review.
See ya, folks. Next time.
Next time.